Hello students, I hope you are all fine and in good health. In this audio presentation, I will discuss the chapter Deep Water, which is written by William Douglas. It has been taken from his book. The name of the book is Of Men and Mountains. And dear students, this book is actually autobiographical, or rather to say it is semi-autobiographical. It reveals how, as a young boy, William Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. When we will read the main chapter also, we will get to know that William Douglas had a near death experience in a swimming pool. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water, or we can say hydrophobia, and thereafter how he finally overcame it. That means not only this chapter will deal about William Douglas's fear of water, but how finally he overcame that fear of water. That is also very important. So I repeat, in this essay he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. Notice how the autobiographical part of the selection is used to support his discussion of fear. So that autobiographical part has been selected related with the discussion of fear, or related to William Douglas's discussion of fear. His autobiographical part related with his fear of water or hydrophobia has been selected. So dear students, now that was the introduction. Now let me come to the main text. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. Which thing happened? An accident happened. An accident that is related to water happened. What was that? It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. Now, when the author was 10 or 11 years old, he decided to learn to swim. There was a pool at the YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. There was a swimming pool. There was a swimming pool at the YMCA in Yakima that provided him with the opportunity. He decided to learn swimming. The Yakima river was treacherous. Treacherous means it was very violent. Mother continually warned against it. Actually, William Douglas's mother discouraged him from learning to swim. So his mother continuously discouraged him. So I repeat, mother continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. And he narrated to me many horrific drowning incidents that happened while people went on swimming in the Yakima River. But the YMCA pool was safe. But the swimming pool, or rather to say, the YMCA swimming pool was very safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other. So it was 2 to 3 feet deep at the shallow end and 9 feet deep at the other. The drop was gradual. I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. Obviously, he was learning to swim. He was a novice. He was just a mere beginner. He was not a pro swimmer yet. So he used to wear water wings on his legs, or rather to say on his feet, and he was learning swimming. And he was learning it for the very first time. I hated to walk naked into it and show my skinny legs. Now he was uncomfortable walking naked in the swimming pool. Now you can't wear uh, an official dress and you can't go on a swimming, right? You have to wear swimming costumes, and the author, he was very uncomfortable wearing the swimming costume because it displayed his skinny legs. But I subdued my pride and did it. But I surrendered my pride, and finally, there was no other way out for me. I had to wear swimming costumes, and I did it. And practically, by wearing all those things, I started to learn how to swim. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water. Aversion means dislike. Now it is very clear, and even in the introductory part also it is very clear to us, dear students, that the author William Douglas, he had hydrophobia. So from the very beginning, he had an aversion towards water or dislike towards water. When I was in it, the thing is that when he was inside water, he had an aversion towards water. He never liked to get inside water. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old, and father took me to the beach in California. Now this aversion towards water, this fear of water, it happened for the very first time in the case of William Douglas when he was 3 to 4 years old. And at that time, he went with his father water surfing. Water surfing experience he had with his father in the beaches in California. At that time, an accident or a mishap occurred. Now, what was that? He and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down and swept me over. Now he was hanging tightly. He was holding his father tightly. Hanging tightly means he was holding his father tightly, but still the massive sea waves knocked him down and swept him over, and I was buried in water. And because of this incident, he got buried in water, means in the sense that he fell down. And while surfing with his father, he was holding his father tightly. Despite that, he fell down. He met with an accident. It was a minor one, and though his father laughed at it, but from that time onwards, his fear of water developed. So let me continue, dear students. My breath was gone. I was terrified. I was frightened, or we can say I was terrified. Father laughed, but there was terror in my heart at the overpowering force of the waves. But from that time onwards, a terror or a fear of water developed in my heart, and I was totally scared at the overpowering force of the sea waves. So dear students, in this first audio presentation, I stop here. In my next audio presentation, I will continue from the next paragraph. Dear students, kindly listen to this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt anywhere, kindly let me know. Thank you, students. Thank you all.